everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're the Shady Tree Stitches, coming to you together, yay, on at the end of the Cross Stitches in Brisbane Maroochydore retreat.
Yes.
And it is currently about the 2nd of October.
November.
Oh, November, sorry. Yes, it was in.
Yes.
We've just had Halloween that we didn't really
Yes.
recognise in really any way, shape or form, because we were at the retreat, and we're here for our end of month wrap up / beginning of month stitchy challenge chat. So
All the things.
all the things in a bit of a weird format. So
Yes. All the things except retreat, because that's a separate video.
yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining us. You'll see the retreat video after this one,
Yes.
because we're going to get this one up first, because we want to show you the challenge chat to help you out with your planning for the month.
Yes. Yes.
So there's lots of different things happening, and we will be doing that on the drive home tomorrow to make the most of our time.
Yes.
So you're going to be having the scenic challenge chat. So hopefully you enjoy that. It's going to be one of the scenic drive specials a bit later on in this video.
Yes.
All right. So Jenny, what have you been stitching?
So this month I had a finish.
Yay!
I had a fully finish.
Yay!
And I can't show you.
No.
Because it's for our Stitchy Friends ornament exchange.
So on that, Jenny and I have been, Jenny mostly, but we've been playing Christmas elves. So we have
Christmas courier elves.
Christmas courier elves. So we have in our little Zoom group that meet together like months ago, we did a Kris Kringle sort of idea.
Yes.
And there's ornaments and 12 days of Christmas packs, and the whole thing's switching around between the friend group. So what we did is anyone who was ready to send it up to us, we brought it up to them in Queensland if they were a Queenslander.
Yep.
If they were a Queenslander and it was going to anyone in New South Wales or Victoria, we could take it back down to them.
Yep.
But they also did give us ones to hand over to Queenslanders too. So they
Yep.
were smart. They made
Yep.
the most of the
Yes.
incognito Christmas couriers.
Yes, yes. So lots of deliveries have been collected, some have been delivered, and then they will be delivered sporadically over the next few weeks, with the last lot of handovers presumably at Mountains Retreat.
Mountains Retreat. Because
So I think some of them will be being posted as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
but basically
But we've been having fun.
we've been having fun being like, little elves and getting presents and giving
cool.
presents. Yeah. We are hoping there's nothing too melty in them, because they have been in a hot car out here, and when we were packing up today, Anyway, sorry. Maybe the elves aren't used to the hot weather in Queensland. We digress.
Yes.
All right, so Jenny had a finish. I also had finishes for same said thing.
Yes.
So soon you'll be able to see all
Yep,
these finishes. We'll show them. It'll come up in our Flosstubers videos in December.
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Well, when we show what we got as our gifts,
We
for
can
that,
show what
we
we
can
gave.
show what we
Yes.
stitched as well.
So that'll be
Yes.
mid-November for most of it. The 12 days, the Advent box will be ongoing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll see about that in December. So join us for then. If you want to make sure you don't miss out, please like this and subscribe to the channel and click the little bell so it notifies you when we put up the video. Because the plan is that every day in December we're going to be giving you a Advent unboxing update Flosstubers special.
And maybe some stitching thrown in, because we have a plan
We
that
have
the
plans.
Nativity Tiny Town, that Lisa and I
Yes.
are going to try and stitch that through December.
Yes, so we'll see. We'll see how we go, but it's a great plan. It's going to be lots of fun, and we think. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right, so have you been stitching on anything else
Yes,
before the retreat?
yes. So there was my other secret squirrel stitching that I can't show you.
Again, you
but
will
I-
get to see it one day,
Yeah.
promise.
But I have been making really good progress on that. I did 453 stitches on that in October.
And it's really visible progress. I can vouch for that.
Yep. Lisa's allowed to see it because I'm using it as Whip Warriors things, but I can't post the photos.
No, so I'm proving that she's done the work.
Yep.
And just in case you didn't notice, if you want to know what I've been stitching on before the retreat, you have to watch the last video. It was an 11-minute special, just a whip through of my whip frenzy.
Yep. Okay, and then I did some more work on the one that I'm doing for my brother and my sister-in-law for their 50th birthdays, which is All Roads Lead Home. I did, oops, page turned. I did only 187 stitches on this, but again, noticeable progress. So I've finished the building of the church. There's no roof yet, but I've finished the church building. I've done the stained glass windows, and I've started on O for home.
And look at those stained glass windows. How cool do they look? And if I pull it back a bit more, you can see the sort of variegation in the church.
Yeah. So I'm going to do some backstitch around the windows to make them stand out more because. Oh, yeah. Where'd the cover go? When it was a white church, the stained glass windows were more obviously stained glass windows, but because I've done the terracotta, I think it needs to have some
White.
backstitch
Yes.
to, white or pale grey or something like that, just to outline them so that you can distinguish glass from building.
Definitely. Lovely.
Yes. And then I had a new start.
Yay. A retreat start?
No, it wasn't a retreat start. It was early in October. For the Druin retreat, the Smells Exchange is a bookmark. So I've been working on the JK's bookmark. I'm obviously not going to put JK's or 2024. I will change that to say Druin and 2025, or I might make small stitching and make it say Gathering Stitches Retreat. I haven't quite
And this
got
is
to
from
that
Carol
yet.
Nielsen.
Yes. And I have done... Oh, my ornament, I'd done an hour of backstitching. I wasn't counting it. An hour of backstitching and 3 beads to finish that one. And the bookmark, I did 347 stitches. I have done more because I did another, what did I say? 300 and something.
Yes.
302 yesterday. So this is October and November now. So that's where we're up to.
Jenny's up to, and she's hoping to get it finished before the Druin retreat in 2 weeks' time.
Yep. So
Jenny's got a lot of work. She can only work on the bookmark until then.
Yes.
There's your cover back.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, I did get to do some stitching at the retreat, and
Yes.
I focused on.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. Because it's really lovely.
In the evenings, it sort of calms down and
Yeah.
people
Although
stop shopping.
So hot. Look, I love people shopping, and one of my favourite things to do at retreats and why I go is I love when people come and ask me for my, colour choice help for fabric.
They bring their patterns to
it's lovely.
say,
I love it.
I want to
Please,
choose something.
Keep doing
Yes.
it. Bring your pattern, bring your threads, as long as I know the stitch count, because it helps me know, right, you can't go in with a small, so we'll just ignore anything we have in small.
Yeah.
And always, I try and tell people this, and people do listen, but some people don't. If you have a pattern in mind and you think, I have a colourway in mind, tell me a month before any retreat I'm coming to, and I can dye you something in the right size and count. I can dye you a couple of different variations of things that might suit the pattern. Tell me the pattern, tell me the stitch count and what you want to stitch it on, and I can bring something that we can sort from. Because
I may have done a little bit of helping some of our table mates with their fabric choices as well.
Jenny, can I just say, Jenny was a fantastic seasonal worker.
For Paddock Lane Designs.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was my assistant for the trip, and I really appreciate her efforts, not just with setting up and unloading and loading the car, which is always the worst part, but also, she was helping customers, and she knew, because she'd done unpacking of certain areas, when there was a question about that, she knew where to find that.
Yes.
So it was
good. Or do we have another one of these? And it's like, where did we put that bag? Yes, under this section of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really good. So no, I can't do this alone. So I really appreciate all my lovely helpers. All right, I finished stitching on pieces that I need to finish by the end of the year. So I worked on my purple flower a day. Actually, I think it's this way. My purple flower a day from Carolyn Manning, and I got so many compliments from people walking past because of the jungle fabric. And it does. It looks so fantastic on the jungle.
Yes.
So I did a lot of work on it. I did 400 stitches exactly.
Yes.
Took me 2 days, but I got 400 done, which is what I needed for some wages in Utopia. So I got that done. It's just, it's beautiful. I love it, but I will never do another flower a day because it's just too much colour changing. There's too many other things I like doing, and I like to do colour completion. So colour changing is just too annoying for me.
Yeah.
And then I stitched on my Honey of a Tiny Town. I really only stitched this blue over here. So I don't know how many stitches I've done today on it, Maybe I got to 100, I don't know. I'll keep working on it tonight though. But this is a silks for you conversion that I'm doing, using a bunch of the unknown silks on a piece of Royal Macked.
Yes.
Yes.
And you may recognise the grime guard. She's
I borrowed Jenny's grime guard because I haven't cut the fabric down, because this piece of fabric I think is going to suit quite a few of these.
The tiny towns, yeah.
So I'm just going to wait till I finish it, and then I'll chop it off and stitch the next one. Yeah, I know I could chop it now, but I just haven't got around to it. So my whole grand total for 3 days at retreat, let's call it 500 stitches.
I only did 37 stitches on Friday, 302 yesterday, and I don't know what I'm up to today yet.
So we're probably even.
Yeah.
Which says a lot about me.
Well, me too, but because I knew I had to concentrate on that project, so I did spend the usual amount of time wandering around and chatting to people, and there was one point after one of the meals, Lisa thought I'd gone back to our room, but I was just sitting at the one thing with the Brisbane retreat that's quite good is they have stitching tables and they have eating tables, and it's a separate area. So I was sitting at one of the eating tables, having just finished my meal, and chatting to one of the ladies that I'd met last year. And I was chatting for so long. Lisa didn't know where I was, thought I was back in the room.
Yeah, it's all good.
But that's okay.
Anyway.
So I was being a bit more concentrated in actually stitching and not getting distracted too much.
Anyway, as we said, watch the retreat video if you want to find out more about that. We're going to head on over to showing you the plans and the challenge chat. It is going to be a driving one, so you're going to be watching the road and listening to us, so hopefully the volume difference is not too bad. I do try and even it out when I edit, but sometimes, especially with the road noise of the car, it is really hard. So if that's going to annoy you, then feel free to sign off now, but we will be talking to you from the car for the rest of the video. All right, we actually filmed all of this chat last week on the way home, and we have no idea what happened to it, people. So you're catching Jenny and I via Zoom a week later. I am actually still in the same area we filmed in. I am up in the hinterlands from Byron Bay, Lismore area at my brother's property, and I'll pop some pictures in at the end to show you how absolutely gorgeous it is. And Jenny's back home. So we're here to give you a very late challenge chat part of our Flosstube, but you will have already seen our...
We tried.
Yeah, so I think we said you'd see the retreat special after this, but you've already seen it before this. So here we are. All right, Whip Warriors. First, Whip Warriors is open to new members. So if you'd like to come and join us in working on your whips, getting some motivation and progress and having fun, just go to Whip Warriors now on Facebook and request to join. You do need to answer the questions, and I've learnt yesterday that the questions don't necessarily come up on your phone or tablet necessarily for everybody. So if you may need to answer the questions on the desktop computer or laptop, because if you don't answer the questions, our lovely membership coordinator Julie doesn't know you're a real person and not a spammer. So yes, please don't be offended if Julie turns you down because you couldn't find the questions. But if you go onto a computer, I've been told it does work. Okay, we're currently on the first weekend of the month, and it is the Focus and Beat the Modmin for Whip Warriors. So your Focus is an easy one to go on. You work on one whip and you post a start photo and an end photo with however much time or stitches you did in the middle. Beat the Modmin is more fun. You've got to count stitches and you decide which one of the team you want to try and beat. And we have members of the team all the way from you wouldn't want to try and beat them down to you could easily beat them. So you pick
even for someone like me.
Yep. So you pick someone that you want to. Every month I think you find out what we do. So you can start to work out who you might be able to beat. And then there's a random spin for a bonus. Okay, so this month we have also got all our other regular events of the, at the end of the month, there's the Strident Sal word game, I think, and there's another pop-up that's just happened today. So very good timing. It's Martha's birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Martha, our admin in America. And so for her birthday pop-up, she's currently cross-stitching a quilt with 12 animals on it for her first grandchild. So the mission is to stitch on any pieces that have animals. And she's got all the instructions in there, but basically if you end up matching any of her animals, you get a bonus.
Well, given that I would be stitching my bookmark for Druin and it's got koalas and Martha is not Australian, I'm guessing I'm not going to have animals that match.
Probably not, and not for your other secret stitching either.
No,
So
no, but
I,
I'm not doing that. I have to do the bookmark.
oh yes, you do. Yes, that's all
Because
Jenny can stick on.
I have to, if I'm going to go in the Smalls Exchange, I have to deliver it next weekend.
Yeah,
So it's
that
got to be
makes sense.
done.
Well, I am currently up at my brother's, and I bought a couple of pieces with me, but not a single one has an animal on it. And I'm trying to finish my model for the Stitching in the Mountains retreat. And super exciting news, just a little aside. One of my submissions got selected for next year's magazine for the Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitcher. Super excited. I
So
can't wait
that's
for
your
time.
second one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I seem to have luck in the Halloween edition. Go figure. Anyway, I'm really happy. And it's my bigger of my submissions, if that makes sense to you, Jenny. So super
Cool.
excited. Okay, so anyway, let's stop dribbling about that.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in Whip Warriors. If you are
Gathering.
interested, the diary is available
Oh,
to
yes.
purchase either from me in person if you're going down to the Druin retreat, Gathering Stitches in Druin next weekend, or coming to the Stitching the Mountains in the beginning of December. I have got about 10 copies of each size that I would love to sell to people in person. There also is available on Amazon for everyone worldwide. So you can get it delivered the next day or whatever from Amazon. And I also do have a bunch of merch available on my website, plus the PDF version on paddocklanedesigns.com. So if you're interested in helping to guide you with Whip Warriors and you like the old school paper version, just like me and Jenny, then jump onto one of those sites and grab it. Price is made so that basically all the money goes to the publication. It's not just going to me.
Yep.
And Jenny, you had a thought?
No, not about that.
Okay.
I won't be using the Whip Warriors diary, but I'll be using Lisa's Paddock Lane diary from she gave me one when she first started doing them, and I hadn't had to start using it yet. But my current book will be finished this year. So I will need something new for next year, so I'll move to that one.
Yeah. Now we are in the finale of the categories. This is the last category ever. Well, until we decide to rerun it.
Yeah.
But the letters are Q, U, and Y. And we've already missed the Zoom, but basically it's a 6-week event this time. It goes into the first half of December. And you have to use 2 letters to qualify as a solution.
Yep.
It can be in the same letter, or it can appear in multiple words or one word. It does not have to be the first letter. If you become desperate, you can use 2 whips, but you must show visible progress on each and tell her a story that links the 2. She's going to be more relaxed about adjectives, but she will continue to not let you have any duplicate words. And you must use the letter in the starting position of at least 1 word to include it in the stitch spot cell.
Right.
So there we go. All right. So here we go. Animal or plant, Jen?
Remembering what we said before. Yes.
I was going to say, I don't remember, but the first word that comes to my mind is a quokka.
Yes, that is what we said for last time for the animal. And a quoll is another Australian animal that starts with QU. If you were going to go Y, then yabby, but you might want to save that for the water one.
You could
And
go quail.
That's got 2 Ys, so that would count.
Yep. So quail. So if you have a little bird that looks like a
yes.
quail, and you can say it's a quail.
Yes.
Plants, we just tell you really to just go looking in Google for plants. There's lots of plants with U, Y, or Q.
Yeah, and it might be that you need to use the botanical name, not the common name. But you could do yellow daisy because that's 2 Ys.
But then you can't use yellow for the colour.
But that's okay because there are lots of other colours. But we'll get to that. That's further down the list.
Yes, a dainty daisy would work as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Or a tiny daisy even.
Yes, there you go.
But it would need. Well, no, she said she was being more relaxed about adjectives, so you could use that. Yes.
All right. Near or in water, lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, swimming pools. So you just had your quoll.
and a yabby.
Yabby, I mean.
Yep. Submarine.
Hmm.
Particularly if you do yellow submarine, then you have a Y and a U, which is two of the letters that you need.
But just jumping ahead, that's also the name of the pattern. So you may want to
Cheers.
save it for that if you're doing the Blackbird Designs Yellow Submarine.
Yes, yes. Octopus also has you just that was making me think
Yeah.
Octopus's Garden is another one, but that's got a U in it, but you'd need something to go with it. So blue-ringed octopus.
Mm. There we go,
That's
Jenny. Well done.
it's one of the things in Australia that wants to kill you.
Mm.
Um, it's got two U's, but they're in different words, so I think that works. Um, a puddle, a
Yes.
muddy puddle.
Yep.
Then you've got a U and a Y.
I'm glad you've got a great memory because my brain is totally vacant today.
Well, because I remember most of the time I can't do the water one for categories. I have no whips that have water, except I have Jeremy Fisher, who is sticking
Puddle.
his foot in a puddle. So yes, not that I'm going to be working on that one this. Well, no, I might be. If we've got 6 weeks,
Yeah.
I could potentially do more than my usual 4 things for category.
Wow. Awesome. Why not?
Well,
You just
I've got 2 retreat weekends.
you do. So you got a good chance.
Yes.
All right, color. And you've got to show the thread color. And
Yes.
so we've got yellow, we've got ecru,
Turquoise,
turquoise aqua.
aqua,
Yep.
um,
Very,
ancient, no, antique. A lot of the like there's antique or there's the very,
very
very light or the ultra
ultra.
light
Yep. See?
or very dark, ultra dark.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
So very easy to do, guys, especially if you're
Yes.
doing a full coverage. Just, they've got all the very ultras on there.
Yes. And that's just saying the DMC names. That's
Yeah.
not including all of the whimsical, fantastical names that the the overdyed thread people come up with.
Exactly. Related to humans and culture, professions, jobs, tasks, emotions, activities, body parts, garments, literacy, inventions, civilization, language, academics.
A queen.
Yeah.
Um, what else?
A jolly Santa.
That's only giving you a Y though.
Yeah, but for one word.
Yeah. Yes. Um, funny something would give you a U and a Y.
Um, a a yacht a yachtsman
Yes.
would give you the
Um,
Y and the U.
although you might want to use yacht for the water one as well.
Well, you might be okay with
Or
yachtsman
or
and
or
yacht.
or, or dinghy.
Dinghy, yes. Not for this one. Dinghy would be an
But
invention,
no,
though. Yeah.
that's for the water one.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that could be for
Or
invention.
for travel.
Yep.
Yacht and dinghy could also be
Yeah.
used for travel. If
Um,
you had if you had, do you think an ugly Christmas sweater would
yes,
work
I
for the
think that would
related to
definitely work.
people?
Yes. But that could also be number 5 man-made.
True. Yes. A
So
lot of
that
them do overlap. Mind you, we're just giving you ideas. We're not saying what they would come from our whips. But I don't know. I have too many in my whips.
someone's honking away.
Oh.
I'm just saying in case there's someone. I don't think my dad's there. He should be
Okay.
attending to them.
Okay.
All right, he's up there supervising. There are birds of prey that swoop down on the chickens. That's why I'm concernedly
Right.
looking.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
What else could there be?
Oh, there's so many things, like anything
Yes.
with a Y. Like there's lots of things.
Yes. Yes.
Let's move on
Yes.
to anything else for travel.
Mm.
Flying.
Yes.
Um, lazily strolling. Like the adjectives are very helpful. Thank you, Sandra.
Yes.
And
Yes.
can I just publicly thank Sandra for her efforts this year or the last 2 years in running this rendition of categories. It's been a lot of work, and she's got such a great time with her letters and her words and her great sayings.
Yeah, she always puts a little paragraph using the letters multiple times
Yeah,
to sort of give everyone the intro for the month. It's really cool.
it really does. She actually just did one today. Let me give you a quick example
Okay.
because I know there's one somewhere
Okay.
just here, if I can find it. All right, so it was P&G for last month.
Oh
The
yes.
perusing and grading is complete with 72 participants earning a grand total of threads. This game has been full of playful pleasure, and this version is the penultimate presentation. I find myself predictably pensive, but also so very glad to have taken part in this whip clearing pursuit. She's just a genius with words. So thank you, Sandra. We have thoroughly enjoyed it.
I wonder if she sits there with a dictionary or a thesaurus.
I don't know, but it's just fun for the rest of us to see.
It is.
It is. Okay.
Okay.
Next one then, I gotta scroll back down to where I
Mhm.
was seasons or celebrations. A Merry Christmas.
Yes. Kwanzaa? I know
Yep.
that it is one. I have no idea what it actually is, but I know that it's around about now.
Yep. Um,
Is there like a National Quilting Day?
that would work. Um, yeah, so summer, the most obvious one, guys. Summer. We're forgetting the obvious one. We got it last week. Summer, guys, do summer for one of them.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. And then your favorite things. Again, so many things can fit into that. Um,
Quilts and
yeah.
antiques.
Well,
Um,
and it lies into leisure as well. Antiquing,
yes,
quilting,
yes.
yachting, if you didn't use it for any of the other ones.
Mhm.
Um,
Fly fishing.
yes.
Fly
Married,
fishing for fly fishing for I don't know. Do you go fly fishing for trout?
I
Because then
don't
you get
know.
the U as well to
Yeah,
get your two letters.
don't know. You'd have to have someone fishing to go with that one.
Yes.
Which I do have on my fairy tale village. Okay, anything magical, mystical, or mythical. So the one for this, I'm reading you the big ones because
Mm.
we haven't read you the big ones for a while since it's the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Anything to do with religion, magic, fables, fantasy, Disney, angels, witches, goddesses, wizards, fairies, fairy tales, Mother Goose, superstition, legends, Camelot, Wizard of Oz, ghosts, and goblins.
Mhm. Well, for Camelot, you could obviously have Guinevere, Lady Guinevere.
That would
I'm
work.
not sure if she's lady or Queen Guinevere. Would either one would give you
Well, for me,
multiple. But obviously, you couldn't use Queen if you'd use Queen somewhere else. So put her in as Lady Guinevere, and then you can have a Y and a
there you
U.
go.
That would work.
I say the most
Um,
obvious ones are spooky, and also spooky and creepy and witchy,
Scary,
scary,
um, jolly. If we're looking,
magical.
well,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
Christmas
Like I'm
magical.
thinking Christmas elves
Yeah,
are
magical.
kind of magical.
Yeah.
Um, yes.
And I do apologize. I have no idea what my sound's going to be like. I don't even know where the microphone is. So,
Well, you sound fine to me, but so we'll have to see what it's like in the
yes.
recording.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the
Um.
designer.
Mhm.
What do we got for designers? Jenny did a
Um.
whole lot of
What
looking for
I
stuff.
read through before. But you were saying quaint rose needle arts.
Yep.
Um. Yasmin's made with love gives you a
Quat
Y.
Quaternion Creations.
Mm-hmm.
Under the Sea Fabrics. Yeah. So there
Mm-hmm.
are some, but remember the
Um.
letter only has to be in
Um.
it.
Um. Um. Is it artsy housewives?
Yeah.
Gives you a U,
Antique,
a Y and a U for that one. Yes.
antique needle
Um,
arts, antique sampler reproductions.
yeah.
There's lots of them. And lucky
Mhm.
last, the patent title.
I have one.
Yay!
Queen Anne House, my Mill Hill.
Very good. That's good.
Or Un jour à Paris. That gives me two U's.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, actually three. If I do the full name, Un jour à Paris en automne, because
True.
autumn also has it. So you could do summer or autumn for seasons.
Yes, true.
Back to that one. Um,
All right. Well, that's us
yes.
done for Wheat Warriors, basically. Let's move on to something else. What's next, Jenny?
Okay. Okay. So Down Under Divas.
Okay.
They're on their second last one of the menagerie of old and new. This
Yep.
time it's endangered animals of the world.
And the good thing about us being on this one is I can actually show you my pictures now because
Yes.
we couldn't when we were driving and I was going to have to
No.
put them in.
And I can read you a little bit more about the things as well because I didn't want to read too much while Lisa was driving because I remember from last time we did the challenge chat on the way home and I had to pause because I was starting to feel a bit queasy. So I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna preface before we say this and I show my
Yes.
whips that I'm trying to focus on about 8 whips because there is in Paddock Lane Designs group.
Oh, yes.
There
Yes.
is a new challenge that I'm doing, and I credit Ro from Ro's Crafty Corner for me hearing about it.
Hmm.
It's the Big Bash, which is cricket in Australia, and all the Americans
Yes.
have been doing their footy things and their baseball things. So I actually like watching cricket with my husband and stitching. So we are going to be doing stitching to the Big Bash, and
Yep.
basically you can pick up to 8 whips because there's 8 teams.
Yep.
You can have them on more than one team if you wish, and you're going to stitch the number of stitches that each winning team gets each match. So usually it's around 108 to 120. So it's
Hmm.
not a big stitch thing,
No.
but I'm going to make it even more tricky in that you've got to select your favorite team. So who's your favorite team in the Big Bash, Jenny?
Don't have one.
Okay.
I,
Well, I'm going for the Sydney
there
Thunder.
are two Sydney
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah. So I'm in
Um,
Sydney Thunder,
yeah,
which is the green one. So I guess
yeah,
that means you'd go for the Sydney Sixers, the pink
which
one.
is the hot pink one. Yeah,
Yeah. So that would fit.
yeah,
And I want you to stitch the number of stitches they get every match they play.
yes,
So it gets your whip. So the whip you want the most love on, you put on
yes,
your team.
yes,
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So I just wanted to put that in as preface. If you're interested in
yes,
playing along, then join the Paddock Lane Designs Facebook group, not the page, the group,
yeah,
and you can join us because it kicks
yeah.
off tomorrow.
Yeah, the women's Big Bash and then the men's Big
Yeah,
Bash starts a little bit later. So you get
but
to do it twice.
yeah,
So you could even have one set of whips for the women's comp and a separate set for the men's comp if you
I
wanted to.
I probably will, but we'll see
Mm,
how I'm going by then.
yes, yes.
All right,
So yeah.
sorry. So what are we doing for Down
Okay.
Under Divas?
Down under divas. Okay. The kakapos, also known as owl parrots, only reside in southwestern New Zealand. They are critically endangered. They are large, rotund, and green, and the only flightless parrot in the world. I didn't know there were any flightless parrots. Well, there you go. Well, because there's only one and they're endangered, so there's not very many of them. Okay. They dwell on the ground and are nocturnal. The main threats to kakapos are feral cats, rats that consume their eggs, disease, and low reproduction rates. Stitch 2,000 stitches on a piece with a parrot or an owl or in green thread.
Okay, 2,000 stitches in green thread would be what I would do.
Me too.
And I would say I don't think I had 2,000. Well, you can use more than one whip. So
Yep.
the model stitch that I'm currently stitching that I can't show you is I've been doing green. And then I actually need to do the green dress on Catch the Wind.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I think I'd do for my green.
Mine would probably be, hang on, I'm going to have to share. Can I application? Oh, hang on. No. Yeah. I clicked and it didn't open.
Technology.
Okay. Oh, now it's opening on this window. Eh! Okay. I would probably do my castle sampler because, right. All of the green twisty vine bit in this middle section.
And that would actually be achievable for you to do.
Mm.
Not
Mm.
till you finish what you're currently stitching on, but
No, no,
lovely.
yes. Okay, now where's oh. Why is the stop share on a different window to I don't know. Zoom is here, but the stop share came over on this screen.
When you got split screens, it does go a bit different.
Yes. Okay, next one. Lemurs are primates that are only found in Madagascar. I knew that from the Madagascar movies. There are dozens of species of this animal, and most of them are critically endangered. Habitat loss and degradation are the main reasons for the decline. About 25% of Madagascar's tree cover has been lost since 2000. That's kind of a shocking
Yeah,
statistic.
that's a lot.
However, they can only con they can however, they can also contract and carry rabies and hence be a danger to humans. Stitch 2,000 stitches on a piece with a lemur or a tree.
All right. So my model stitch is a tree.
Mhm.
So that's what I would do.
I have a few with trees. Probably my little house neighborhood would be
Yes.
the best one. Um, although I know I've only stitched one of the trees. Hang on, let me just
You don't
share.
stitch on the tree.
No, I know, but still. Well, but I could. So, that's potentially another one. Let me make that a bit bigger. Um, Another one that I could do lots of green on. So I've done this tree and I've done the flowers either side of the house, but I haven't done this tree or the trees up here or any of the border.
There's a lot of green there.
There is a lot of green and
That
there's
would be
quite a few
easier.
trees. Yeah. Oh, and I haven't done this tree either.
Well,
I've done the trunk.
there you go.
Yeah. Okay, now I know where the stop share button is. Okay, next. Ama leopards are not a species on their own, but a subspecies of the leopard. They are native to the forests and mountains of Russia and northern China. They are critically endangered, and the main cause is habitat loss due to clearing. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with a leopard, a mountain, or a forest.
Okay. Well, I don't have a picture to show you, but there is two mountains in my Stitches bookshelf by Clouds Factory.
Mhm. Probably the closest thing I've got to a mountain is the peak that the castle is on in the castle sampler.
Yep.
I don't have a leopard. I have a lion, but it's very definitely a lion, not a leopard. I don't think I could spin that.
I reckon I probably have a leopard on my Amazing Animal Kingdom, but
Yeah,
I'm not doing that this month.
yeah. And when is it a forest and when is it an orchard? Do you reckon? Because my Peaceable Kingdom, um, it's in well, I would have said orchard, but
If
well,
there's
you
lots
know,
of trees, you might get away with it, but I don't know.
yeah, I mean, it's also got lots of green, but then if I had to do 2,000 stitches, there would be no way I would try and do 2,000 stitches on that one
No.
because it's too much confetti. Okay, next one. North Atlantic right whales are the world's most endangered whale species. The main threats to these whales are vessel strikes, entanglement, ocean noise, pollution, and climate change. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with a whale, a boat, or the ocean.
The Big Red Ship of Life by Ink Circles.
Yes. I don't have anything with whale, boat, or... Oh, hang on. No, no. Jeremy Fisher's sitting on a lily pad. He's not in a boat.
No, correct.
No, so that one can't do that one. But that's okay because this one does have a penalty. Everyone gets one free pass a month, and there's also a penalty project, which just means that you need to do extra stitches, I think, for the penalty ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The pangolin is a small-scaled animal native to Asia and Africa. Two species are endangered and two are critically endangered. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with something with scales.
Okay. This one,
I think you said you had a snake in
I
something.
do. I have a snake I'm scrolling in to show you, in
In
my village of Hawkrun Hollow. Can you see the snake
mm,
up here?
yes.
So I do need to finish my hawk run this year. So it is on one of the 8 I need to work on, just not when I'm out and about traveling. So it's definitely an at-home stitch.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything remotely scaly.
No, but if you had a
No.
fish, that would also help.
Yeah, no.
No fish for you either.
No. No, I have no water
I
apart
know,
from Jeremy Fisher's puddle,
I know. And he's,
which is too small to have a fish.
yeah.
Okay. Rhinoceros often come to mind when you think of endangered animals. However, not all rhino species are endangered. At the end of 2024, there were about 4 that were on the endangered list. One of the main reasons for the decline in rhino numbers is illegal poaching and trade of their parts, which are sought after across Asia for their perceived medical qualities. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with a rhino or a piece that is related to medicine.
Okay, so again, I have a rhino on the Amazing Animal Kingdom, but to do with medicine on the Stitches bookshelf, maybe I can find a picture of what I've actually stitched. That might help.
Hmm.
I actually have got an anatomical chart of a heart. So I'll look for that
Yes.
while you tell you
Yes.
what you do.
But I was also thinking maybe your bathroom stitch along because a lot of people keep their medicine stuff in the
Oh, in the
bathroom
medicine
cupboard.
cupboard. Yes, that's true. That
Yes.
would work.
Um, I don't think I've got anything again remotely. I certainly don't have anything with a rhino.
All right. Well, I'll come back to the bookshelf when I'll find a picture and have it
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
I got to scroll long way back to find where the heart is.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
in the first release.
Okay. All three species of orangutan are critically endangered. One of the main
Did we freeze? Oh dear. Is it me? Is it Jenny? All right. Well, we'll have to just keep looking for my heart while we're waiting for Jenny to find what she's doing.
ah,
Go.
okay, slight computer glitch. Lisa's in the country, so not internet signal not so
I'm off the
strong.
grid, actually. Totally off the
Oh,
grid.
oh, okay. All right, so orangutans. I have nothing with an orangutan or a palm tree. I have trees, but nothing that I don't think there's anything that I could even stretch to say it was a palm tree rather than a regular tree.
Okay, well, I have yeah, I don't know if I have a palm tree or orangutan handy. Sorry, I was just going to show you my anatomical. That's a different part of the cell, but there's a
Yeah.
skull. That would
Ooh.
fit too.
Yes.
Just, saying.
Yes.
Um,
Yep.
I think that one would be my free pass.
Yeah. Okay. All species and subspecies of gorilla are endangered, critically endangered. The primary threats are habitat loss, hunting for bushmeat, and disease. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with a gorilla or something that can be used to hunt.
Okay. So you
So
can
I
hunt with
don't have a gorilla.
hunt with a gun.
Yep.
But I think for me, I'm going to try and make it fit in with um my hawk run, and I'm going to actually hunt with a horse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We said
Y
Once Upon a Fairy Tale has the archer.
yes. It might be stretching it a bit, but I reckon fishing is a kind of hunting. Like you're still catching
Yeah.
food.
So you'd have to
That's
have,
probably the closest I can do again with Jeremy Fisher. Um, yeah. Okay, next. All three species of elephant are endangered, but the African forest elephant is critically endangered. The main threats are poaching and illegal trade, habitat loss, and human conflict within their range. That's an interesting one that war is causing a loss of elephants.
yeah. Well, I guess they can't
That's
dodge
a
the
bit,
bullets easily.
yeah. Okay, their slow reproduction also plays a role in their declining numbers. Well, isn't their gestation like 3 years or something
Something like that.
ridiculous?
Yeah.
Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with an elephant or a piece related to Africa. I don't think I can do either of those either.
No.
I'm
Well,
glad I don't do this because this month would be really hard.
yeah.
Unless you were doing the animal bookshelf and then you could get lots and lots of stitches on your animal bookshelf.
Well, I have something
Except
else
that
that
you're
I'm
not.
not stitching on, but
Uh-huh.
I could. It's my pointed fifth because there's an elf.
Oh, yes.
So just give
Yes,
you
that's
some
got quite a
ideas.
few animals as well, hasn't
It
it?
does, yes.
It potentially has something scaly too, maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
Yes. Okay, that was elephants. Right. The Saola, also called the spindlehorn or Asian unicorn, is a forest-dwelling bovine native to Vietnam and Laos. It's critically endangered due to humans encroaching on its habitat. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with a unicorn. I
Yeah.
don't have anything with a unicorn
Well,
either.
you were asking if there was a unicorn in Once Upon a Fairy Tale.
Yes. Oh, yes, actually, that would be
There is.
potentially.
Here we are.
Uh-huh.
There is a unicorn in Once Upon a
Oh,
Fairy Tale.
yeah.
So we do have a piece with the unicorn. Yay.
Okay.
Lovely.
Actually, there might be. There's not going to be any of the big animals, but there could potentially also be a snake or something scaly
Yeah.
in there too.
Oh, there's
Um,
boat.
yeah.
So the vessel's in there as well, and the archer. So
Oh yeah.
if you're stitching on
And
Once Upon a Fairy Tale, you could get quite a
yes.
lot done on it this month if you were doing it.
Yeah. If I was doing it, but I'm working on much smaller
Yeah, me
pieces.
too. So
A haid is not something you necessarily want to try and take to a retreat.
no, you can though. People do, but
Mm.
yeah. Anyway, for me,
Yeah.
it's easier to take a small fill-in project.
Yes. Okay, last one. The vaquita, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, are a species of porpoise that live in a very limited range in the Gulf of California off the coast of Mexico. At the end of 2024, it was believed that there were only 8 to 13 of them still remaining. They are on the brink of extinction. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with a dolphin, a porpoise, or something related to Mexico.
A dolphin, a porpoise, or Mexico. Well,
You're not working on your South American angel,
no, that's
otherwise.
exactly what I was going to show.
Yep, yep, yep.
So, she's on the list, but I
Yes.
haven't been working.
And I know technically Mexico is Central America, but
But I
she
think
is
that would
still
pass. Yeah, she would
Mexican-esque.
pass.
Yes.
Maybe something with a donkey, tacos,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
So there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's down on the divas.
Yes.
All right, the next thing is I look at fandom stitching.
Yep.
Now, Fandom Stitching has announced their theme for 2026, and it is musicals. So there's going to be, I'd say every week or so will be a different musical, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, that's going to be great. I'm looking
Are
forward to
they
it.
open to new members? Do they
Yeah.
close at all?
I don't know, but I know you could apply to join. So it's Fandom Stitching Challenges. If you're interested in joining, jump on board and enjoy this getting ready for the next year's stuff. We're still finishing off the Doctor Who / Supernatural. Okay, so what have we got? They do reading challenges as well, people. So if you like reading, you can actually read books and get points for your team. You play in teams, so I'm not sure how they're dividing the teams up or any of that yet, but it's musical theatre. So you can read Fresh Meat by Alison Henderson and The Art of Destruction by Stephen Cole to get points. All right, so first one is 500 stitches on something science related. I would be double dipping my skull or my anatomical heart. The next one is 1100 stitches on a whip that is similar to the designer's design, but you've changed in some way, color changes, layouts, etc. And I'm going to be double dipping my hawk run because I accidentally put a box in the wrong place.
Yeah, you switched it. For me, probably the easiest one for that would be my cross stitch nation because I've changed all the colors.
There we go. That's nice and simple. 300 stitches on something that is smaller than you thought or are used to.
For me, I would say that's probably my strawberry fields. I
Yes.
didn't realize that was quite such a small project.
Yeah.
Mine's on. Am I doing it on 30? I can't remember if it's 32 or 36, but it's sort of only about that
Yeah.
kind of.
Tiny,
It's quite
especially
small.
next to my 28 count one.
Mm. What
Smaller.
have you got that's smaller than you thought?
I'm trying to think what's smaller. Well, no, actually, smaller than I anticipated is 40 count fabric. So there's hook run. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. 1700 stitches on something Halloween themed. And I mean, what a bad time of the year for this. We've just all finished our Halloween stitching. So
If you do it, I don't.
No,
I
but
have
if you
nothing.
do, you will have already
Yeah.
done it. So 1700 stitches on something Halloween themed. I don't think I can do that one at this point in time.
No.
All right, 200 stitches on something angelic. Could be an angel, a whip that's given you no problems, or something else. I'm actually going to do my bathroom sale for that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get many problems with it, but you know, when your cleanliness is next to godliness,
Oh, yeah,
you know, angelic. When your little kid is all clean and quiet, they're angelic.
mm-hmm. Um, hmm.
I'd do your portrait of antique vines.
Oh, yeah, but it's on 20 count and I didn't know when I started and I'm using two strands, so it's not easy to stitch.
Okay.
I've got some things I've got that are easy to stitch on. Um, 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 no, not Reflections of Paris because that's using metallic thread. I'd say probably my tribal Eiffel Tower
Okay.
because it's on Ada, so Ada is easier to stitch on generally than even weave or linen because the holes are very obvious, and also because I'm doing monochromatic, so that makes it easy to stitch on too.
Awesome.
I don't have to keep changing colors.
600 stitches on something with a ghost. Now, what I said for this one was that we actually found out the retreat that we were at last weekend was the theme was eras. And Witchy Stitcher had a free chart that was ghosts through the eras. So I was going to download that one and think about starting it.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything
No.
ghosty.
All right, 800 stitches on something that represents feminism and girl power. For you, it would be Cross Stitch Nation, I'd say.
Yep.
And for me, it would be, I have to show you this one, haven't seen it for a while. I have feminism, girl power in my Catch the Wind.
Yes.
You see it?
Oh, there we go. It was
Yeah,
a bit dark to start with,
yeah,
but
that's
now
it.
it's yep,
So
yep,
girl
yep,
power there. The girls flying
yep,
their kites.
yep.
Okay. Where to go? Just because I changed my screen, it had to fall off.
Yes.
Okay. 400 stitches on something with a witch. So again, if I did the spooky ghost one, one
Yep.
of them's dressed as a witch. I know you don't have witches. 100 stitches on something with fire. There is fire in my hawk run.
hmm I've got there's candles in the window in my Mill Hill Queen Anne house. It's probably the closest I've got.
This one is going to be hawk run. 900 stitches on something that's been a nightmare to stitch.
Whoa. Teresa Wensler.
Yep.
Not my castle one, my other Teresa
Yeah.
Wensler
Just any Theresa
has
one.
been a struggle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, 500 stitches on something that is a strange combination but just works.
Mm.
I feel like I might do my sunflower farm because I did my own Sooks for You color conversion.
Okay, so for the things that an unusual combination, I think probably the best option I've got would be my Paris cushion because I'm stitching on Hessian. And Hessian is not your usual kind of cross stitch fabric. Normally you're using nice, pretty, delicate fabrics, not rough Hessian.
Yes, that's very true.
But yeah, so I think that's probably the closest I've got to something that would answer that prompt.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is 600 stitches on something that was a mystery when you started, a cell or something similar. I would do my book one.
I don't have any mystery sales. I've only got friend sales,
Yes.
which was we pick a pattern and we stitch it together. I don't have any mystery ones.
No worries. Okay, then that rolls us over to pop culture.
Okay. So they've got a couple of events going. So they've got an acrostic for November and December, which is Oh, this link is broken. Um,
Well, okay, we don't have to.
hey,
It did work last week.
okay. Under the tree. What would you like under the tree? Pick an item, then stitch 200 using 200 for the first letter using chart name or designer. How many presents can you do? Example, I want a down comforter, so I can stitch 200 on a Donna Gelsinger design for down or Carolyn Manning for comforter.
Lovely.
So, okay, so that one's a bit okay. And that's running for November and December, is my understanding of it. It's for 2 months. A lot of them, the groups do
Mm.
for 2 months because it's just easier with all the craziness coming up for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give thanks again for 2 months. What are you thankful for this holiday season? For this challenge, work on whips that you can tie into things you are thankful for. This can include anything from family and friends to food to animals to being able to work with a certain color. As always, think outside the box and have fun. No stitch count requirements, just show progress and tell us what you're thankful for.
Lovely.
So I could do my cross stitch nation and say I'm thankful for my stitchy friends.
That's right. I would probably do something with the house and say I'm thankful that I have a very lovely house to live with.
Okay. Stitching Christmas. Work on whips that you can tie into a Christmas movie, song, or some kind of TV show. Holiday baking challenge, for example. You don't have to work on a Christmas whip, just be able to tie it in.
Oh, that's easy to do. Lovely.
That's the first option. The second option, if money or even reality didn't matter, what would you want for Christmas? Want a dragon, unicorn, cow, Rip from Yellowstone? Whatever you would like for Christmas, stitch on a whip that you can tie into it.
There we go.
So that's I mean you to a certain extent
Do
there
anything.
are that many Christmas movies.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure that whatever whips you have, you could make it fit.
exactly. Nice, easy prompts. Just to
And
keep you
again,
guessing.
that's for November and
Yeah.
December.
Yep.
Um,
I got lots of
and
options.
holiday decorating is their last one. It's time to virtually decorate for Christmas. Everything you decorate with is going to be bought with stitches. How fancy are you going to get? And so there's a list of items. A Christmas tree is 1,000, ornaments are 100 each, or 500 for a set of 6. Tinsel, tree lights, outside lights, all the different things all have different stitch counts. Um, so yeah, you don't have to show pictures of the items you were stitching for, but you are more than welcome to. Yeah, so it's just start and finish photos, I think, and count your
Yep.
stitches.
Nice and easy.
Which is like usually she doesn't do stitching counted
No,
ones, but
no.
this one you do actually have to. And if you can think of anything that she doesn't have on the list, you can stitch one of those for 200 stitches each.
There you go. All right, and then that brings us to
So
our last.
if your family has one of those weird kind of like most families have that one that they have their own Christmas traditions that don't necessarily fit into the traditional Christmas.
Good.
Or for example, my and to all a good night, there is a pineapple above the front door as part of the Christmas decorations. I still haven't I should look that up. What's the significance of it? Um, yes.
All right. So that then leads us to our last group we talk about, which is Stitching by the Shore, Laura's I Spy challenge.
Ah,
Super quickly.
yep.
Something that sings.
Well, if you've got birds, or I think you were talking about your kite strings
My
was
kite
going to
strings are
be,
my girls for my Catch
yeah,
the Wind.
people, any whip with people. It
Yeah,
doesn't have to be someone singing, like obviously in the whip. It's just something that sings.
it could be a dog as well. All right. Remind me of something you are grateful for. We sort of covered that in the last one. Your oldest project. What's your oldest project?
My castle sampler.
There you go. Well, for me, my oldest project that I'm working on in this focused area is Catch the Wind. I'm going quickly because I've been called to lunch.
Okay.
Topaz color.
That's that kind of goldy,
orangey
browny.
goldy,
Yeah.
So Hawk Run's bound to have that in it.
Yeah. I would think probably my castle sampler again.
Something that starts with the letter V, like a violin. A vessel.
Mm-hmm. A vest, if you've got someone wearing a vest.
Something you'd see at Disney. My answer here is people.
Mm-hmm.
A house, number 7. So obviously we've
Oh,
got
geez,
house.
that's so hard for us.
I know, we can't possibly. You'd be doing your little house neighborhood.
Yeah.
A project or pattern from a small business is easy for me, my model stitch, because I'm a small business. An item you'd buy at the mall. I mean, it could be anything, any item of clothing, any,
Yeah.
you know. And
that would probably be my the Cross Stitch Nation again with all the lovely dresses.
Yes. And a current or previous Monopoly token shape. A boot, you said, a dog,
Yes.
a car, an
Top
iron,
hat.
a ship. So you can multiply all of these so well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jenny, for coming back on.
Just one very quick thing. I know you're about to. We did in our previous version of taping this, when we were talking about the down comforter, we were saying that was going to be our Aussie American word of the video, because we don't tend to call them a comforter. We would call it a doona.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have a doona. So that's what we sleep under, a doona. In fact, most Aussie houses just sleep under a doona and a sheet. You don't have a bedspread or anything else. It's a doona.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Sorry it was late, but technology and travels. It's a crazy time of the year for us too here. And we will look forward to catching you next time at a special retreat special again. Happy stitching, everyone.
Bye.